Here are the top 20 Apple Arcade games from the first half of 2020. In Scrappers, you play as robot garbage collectors, and it's all set in a futuristic city where humanity has been wiped out. Play the game alone, in 4-player on-screen co-op, or via 4-player online play. You must collect valuable trash, put it in the truck, and defend yourself from rival teams. There are also 4 themed areas with over 20 stages and unlockable characters and customization options. Here we have a turn-based RPG and strategy board game. There are 4 survivors that you must control, and you have to help them to push back the shadowy threat lurking over the world. Solve puzzles, fight monsters, and destroy the spirit anchors to remove their presence. Be sure to go through the rulebook before playing the game to understand how it all works in more detail. Doomsday Vault is a puzzle adventure. Earth's climate has collapsed, and it's up to you to collect the remaining plant life and bring it back to the Doomsday Vault. Each region offers different challenges, from AI robots, environmental obstacles, and so forth. I also love how Doomsday Vault educates you on different plant life as you play. A speedrunner done differently is what you're looking at. Kings of the Castle has you going super fast to collect coins or complete challenges in the fastest time. While you're doing this, avoid traps, battle enemies, and jump over obstacles. You can play this game alone or online with up to 4 players. A colourful art style and competitive gameplay means it's perfect for all ages. Neversong is a charming platformer where you play as Pete, who is on a mission to find his girlfriend who has vanished. Explore different environments, talk to friends for clues, battle bosses and monsters, and enjoy a breathtaking piano-centric soundtrack. The game is, well, more aimed for children. That said, adults will still enjoy the combat and attractive graphics. Join Willow and enter a strange but beautiful world where you must help friends and strangers with their problems. It's a puzzle game with simple and intuitive accessible interactions. The game is best experienced on a touchscreen compared to a controller or mouse and keyboard. The game is also fairly lengthy at around 2 hours. Welcome to the best AR game for mobile, period, in my opinion anyway. Secret Oops has you helping a clumsy spy named Charles across numerous levels, go around the environments in real time to help him pass obstacles. If he is caught, you have to start over. You can even play in 1 to 4 player local multiplayer. If you're playing on a Mac or an Apple TV, you can still join in on the fun and play in the non-AR mode. No Way Home has you stranded in a strange galaxy with your robot companion. Players must fight for survival, explore, talk to aliens, and accept missions. Its 2D art style is very well designed, with bright and dark colours illuminating your path as you play. No Way Home also features a procedural universe, so every game is unique. This is a different kind of game that tells a story using a folding paper mechanic. Flip, fold and unfold the paper to solve puzzles and reconnect the main characters. A Fold Apart shows the struggle of going through a long-distance relationship but in paper form, and it's very unique. Again, I'd say play this game on a touchscreen for the most comfortable experience. Good old SpongeBob joined Apple Arcade this year as a children's platformer. Obviously, adults will enjoy the game if you're a fan of SpongeBob from your childhood or you just enjoy platformers in general. Classic characters from the show are here, and you can use awesome abilities in levels. If you've played something like Oddmar or Rayman Mini, this one is kind of similar. CHARRUA Soccer is obviously a soccer game, but it brings so much unlike your typical App Store sports game. Single player, Local 2-player and big competitions is on offer here. Go into a Global Cup, American Cup, European Cup, and so forth. The game also provides a more simple approach, so it's great for the touchscreen but still fantastic with a controller in hand. The first Crossy Road had you avoiding traffic. Crossy Road Castle now has you ascending an endless spinning tower of arcade fun. You can play with up to 4 friends in local or online multiplayer. Crossy Road Castle is amazing to play with your friends. It's super funny, competitive at times, and requires you to work together to get past the levels. Just watch out for the Angry Eagle. I'd say Battle Royale is one of the most fun multiplayer games on Apple Arcade. Like other Battle Royale games, this one has you going up against 31 other players to be the last one standing. But you shoot food and must watch out for the flood of butter. Unlock lots of characters, accessories, and finish all the quests. I especially like that you can record your gameplay and upload it to social media. Towers of Everland is an action RPG that asks you to conquer towers and defeat monsters. All this takes place on a grid layout, which makes it very accessible and easy to jump into, but it's also very advanced underneath, with a city to look after, lots to unlock, upgrades, weapons to find, quests to go on, and so forth. No 2 games are the same either, as it's based on a randomly generated system. Roundguard is a dungeon crawler with pinball physics. That's different. Collect loot, face a castle full of odd enemies, and choose your character. Each character offers different skills, items, and personality. Be careful on your runs, because when you die, you'll have to start over again. Roundguard is surprisingly difficult, but if you can master its gameplay, it will reward you heavily. Here we have a 2.5D action RPG. It's heavily inspired by old school Zelda games, but brings its own flair. You can use a fishing hook for combat, to solve puzzles, and to move around the environment. As you play, you'll also get access to a sword, hammer, and scythe. This game is definitely best played with a controller or mouse and keyboard if you're playing on a Mac. Spiders are scary things, but this one, not so much. In this game, you play as a fancy little robotic spider, Agent 8. Go into levels and attempt to save the world from different catastrophes. Thankfully, Agent 8 has a range of gadgets and abilities to help you reach places, unlock environments, cut through panels, and so forth. Spyder is also one of, if not the most high-end game on Apple Arcade in terms of graphics, which is most noticeable on an iPad Pro or a Mac with dedicated graphics. Beyond Blue takes you on an underwater adventure. The game is set in the not too distant future. Together with your research team, you'll study underwater life by using new technologies to see, hear, and interact with different marine life. The game does a fantastic job educating the player on what goes on in the deep ocean. In fact, to make sure everything is accurate, the developer Eline Media partnered with BBC Studios and ocean experts. Little Orpheus is a side-scrolling adventure. It packs great controls, amazing graphics, a very engaging story, breathtaking sound design, and professional voice acting. The gameplay is quite similar to Inside or Limbo, but I will confess the movement controls are not nearly as polished. Still, it's definitely a standout on Apple Arcade right now, and the length is not too short compared to many games on this platform. I feel like this is a game that will get a solid cult following in the future, or maybe right now. Third-person adventure game, Beyond a Steel Sky, brings you a high-quality experience with an engaging story, an expansive and highly detailed world to explore, and a very complex dialogue system. follow Robert Foster and enter Union City in the search of a missing boy and the mysterious vehicle that abducted him. The game has a big focus on puzzle solving and it can be quite challenging, so you can use the hint system from the main menu if you get lost. Beyond a Steel Sky is the lead game on Apple Arcade right now, so don't miss it. Here is a bonus game for you. Nickelodeon brought a casual puzzle game to Apple Arcade in 2020, featuring the characters from the show Loud House. Players must lead each character to their goal and try to avoid collisions. As you play, you unlock new levels. What do you think of these new Apple Arcade releases so far in 2020? Are you still subscribed to the service? Are you looking forward to the upcoming releases later in 2020 and 2021? Let me know in the comments. If you like our work, consider supporting us on Patreon so we can grow the channel even more. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay up to date with everything Apple Arcade related. Anyway, thanks for watching.